Welcome to the first piano lesson. You're probably excited to get to start playing, but before we do that, we're going to learn some basic stuff about how to talk about the piano. And the two things that we're going to focus on in this lesson specifically are how piano players refer to their fingers and the notes on the piano. So first we're going to talk about how piano players refer to their fingers, and it's a really basic, simple system. If you look at my right hand, your thumb, when you're playing the piano, is simply referred to as one, your first finger. Now, if we go down the hand, you might be able to guess. This is finger 2, finger 3, 4, and 5. So that from thumb to pinky, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see the same thing on the left hand. Even though my hand starts with the pinky on the left and ends with the thumb over here, my thumb is always going to be finger 1. So on the left hand, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's how piano players refer to the fingers on their hands. The second part of this lesson is learning how to identify the notes on a keyboard. We're going to focus today on only the 7 natural notes, meaning you can see the white keys and the black keys. We're only going to be focusing on the white keys during this lesson. These are the natural notes of the scale. And there are 7 notes that we are going to focus on. We start with an A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And those are the 7 notes, the 7 natural notes on the keyboard. Now, obviously, as you can see, the piano extends very far beyond the notes that I played to the left and to the right. So what happens after that G? Well, if you know about basic music, you know that the notes then repeat. So again, I started at my A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If I go to the next note on the right, that's going to be another A, which you can hear if I play them at the same time. It's the same note, just 1 octave up. Now, we're going to need a way for you to figure out how to identify these notes very quickly. Ultimately, as you learn to play the piano, you're going to want to be able to identify the notes instantly. You should be able to look at the keyboard and instantly know which note is which. But to get started, and to think of a system that can help us, I want to break down the keyboard into a system of what I'm going to call islands, kind of. Okay? And if we look at the sharp and flat keys, the black keys, you're going to notice that there are 2 kind of different types of sections. In this section, you can see we have 3 keys, 1, 2, 3, and then there's 2 white on this side and 2 white on this side. So this is one of the little islands. It's a 3-note island. And then when you see, if we look just to the right of that, we have 1, 2 keys, which are buffered on the left and the right by 2 white keys each. Okay? So when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing an island of 3 right here, an island of 2, an island of 3, an island of 2, 3, 2, on down the line. And I can use that to very quickly identify where different keys are. For example, if I'm looking at any island of 2 on the piano, the key to the left, okay, and remember we're only dealing with the natural keys, this is always going to be a C. And if I went down here to my other island of 2, this is a C. Okay, and if I go up here, this is a C. This is a C. Anywhere I go on the piano and I find an island of 2, the key to the left will be a C. If I'm looking at my island of 3, the key to the left is going to be an F. Any island of 3 that I pick, that key to the left will always be an F. Now, when I'm just getting started, I can use that to find my way around. For instance, let's say I wanted to play an E. Well, I could do one of two things. I know that this is a C because it's the one on the left in the island of 2, so I could go up 2 notes, C, D, E, and I found it. Or I know that E comes right before F, so I could find my F from the island of 3 and go down 1 note, F down to E, and I found it there again. Using those islands to guide yourself, you want to start to memorize the layout of the piano, where each note falls, and be able to instantly identify that's a C, a G, an E, an F, an A. You should be able to pick them out that fast. So just to review, our big takeaways from this lesson should be that piano players refer to their fingers as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that we can use islands of 2 and islands of 3 to quickly find C's and F's that we can use to find any other natural note anywhere on the keyboard as we work to memorize the layout and become instant readers of the keys.